It's New York Comic Con this weekend, and that means big news coming from Marvel Studios. Or small news, depending on how many PIM particles you've been exposed to. Following the success of the Ant-Man movie, Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne will be returning on July 6, 2018 for Ant-Man and Wasp, squeezing yet another movie into Marvel's Phase 3. To make room for the new power couple, Black Panther and Captain Marvel will see yet another shift in their release dates after already being pushed down the line to make room for Sony's new Spider-Man movie. Fans of the Black Panther will be pleased to hear that the movie will now be released 3 months earlier than previously planned. With Ant-Man and Wasp taking over for the July 6, 2018 spot, Black Panther has been rescheduled for a release on February 16th. Oddly enough, this means that Black Panther will, once again, take place before the first part of Avengers Infinity War as was originally scheduled. Unfortunately for Carol Danvers fans, it seems that Captain Marvel has been pushed even further down the line, moving from November 2nd, 2018 to March 8th, 2019. While this means that the Captain Marvel movie has now been pushed back a full 7 months from its original release date, its relation to the two Infinity War movies remains unchanged. Marvel also staked claims to dates for 3 more films, presumably to start their Phase 4. The year 2020 will see a Marvel movie on May 1st, July 10th, and November 6th. Meanwhile, on the TV side of things, Marvel made a few casting announcements for the second season of Agent Carter. Not only are Dominic Cooper and Bridget Regan set to return as Howard Stock and Dottie Underwood, but the new season will also introduce Wynn Everett as Whitney Frost, better known as Madame Masque. And speaking of comic book movies, you can go ahead and save yourself the ticket for Batman v Superman because Neil deGrasse Tyson is stepping in with Tech Insider to settle the classic debate.
Yeah, Batman and Superman. Well, we all know, of course, that, Batman is human and Superman is Superman.
Meanwhile, it seems that Lionsgate has found their first Ranger for the 2017 Power Rangers movie. Fresh off her role in The Martian, Naomi Scott has been selected to play the Pink Ranger. Details about the movie are thin, with recent rumors suggesting that it may not be a straight-up reboot, but will instead maintain some level of continuity with the last 20 years of the television series. The announcement doesn't indicate whether Scott will be playing a rebooted version of the original Pink Ranger or a new character entirely. However, the announcement was made the day after Amy Jo Johnson's birthday, and the former Power Ranger star was quick to give her seal of approval. And speaking of Twitter, much has been discussed about Edward Snowden since he leaked pages of classified documents and fled the country, but while the world may debate whether he's a traitor or a patriot, one thing seems to be for certain: Edward Snowden is a Pokemon fan. Proving that he hasn't lost his sense of humor while living in exile in Russia, Snowden revealed that his favorite Pokemon is the legendary glitch Masque, an appropriate choice for a programmer that disrupted the whole world. And finally, Capcom officially revealed Laura Matsuda as their newest original character for Street Fighter V following an early leak in Famitsu. A master of jiu-jitsu, Laura is the first grappler in the Street Fighter series to get a projectile. Unfortunately, it'll be a while before anybody gets their hands on her. The second round of Street Fighter V's beta trials have been scheduled to run from October 22nd to October 25th, opening the game up to PC players as Capcom tests the PS4 to PC crossplay. This time around, beta testers will have access to Ken, Nikali, Vega, and Mika, with Rashid and Karen being added in later to test out the new content delivery system. And that brings us to this week's awesome video. I won't spoil it for you, just know that it has more than 2 million views, it's Mark Hamill approved, and it never stops being funny. So that's it for this week. How are you feeling about a second Ant-Man movie? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, pass this video around to your friends, and have a great week.